Welcome to St. Augustine this evening. It is January the 30th, or for those of you doing dry January, you're almost there. You're almost there, baby. Are you doing dry January?
Dude, I'm doing dry January, but it's been a waste of time for me. Nothing has changed.
We're going to talk about this. I have comments about it as well. I'm doing it. We know Amanda's not.
Damp January for me.
She's already blessed. Yeah, she's fine.
Hey, listen, she's got kids at home. I'd drink too if I had kids at home.
Bless me all until we get to show.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the Mike Davis Show. And if you didn't know, Davey and Amanda are here. We're going to have an awesome time. We're going to talk about how Pete Melfi is a marketing genius.
Oh, boy.
The best in the biz.
Genius. He is. But we're going to get to some reads first before we explain to you how Pete is a marketing genius. Did I say Pete was a marketing genius enough times?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Definitely is in the algorithm.
Barbara Jean isn't here yet. Keep saying it.
Oh.
Well, wait, I don't get any
There he
credit.
is. There she is.
I don't get any credit for it. Way to go, Boomer. I don't get any credit for it if Barbara Jean isn't here.
That's
Now say
weird.
it.
You
Now say
can't
it.
click on the show without
for the
it going.
8th time, Barbara Jean, Pete is a genius, and we're going to explain why when we get done with reads.
There she is.
All right, Carmelo's Pizzeria and 123 Burger House. They're both owned by the Tringali family. They're both awesome restaurants down on King Street. Go down and get some pizza, get some burgers, get all kinds of other food that they have. They have amazing staff. They offer dine-in, takeout, and delivery through Bite Squad and Grubhub. And the Tringali family and all their staff would like to thank you. They're amazing people. And Boss Man Joe runs a wonderful couple of restaurants.
Amazing human being.
Yes.
Yes. And we have Abear Kresge & Associates. It is a full-service local CPA firm with a team of skilled professionals dedicated to providing top-level service in the areas of tax compliance and planning for businesses, individuals, estates, and trusts. Audits, reviews, and other accounting services, business valuations, forensic analysis, and litigation support. April's coming up, y'all. If you don't have your taxes in order, get going with AbearKresgeCPA.com. 904-460-0747.
What's that date? April 15th.
April 15th.
Right? What was it last year? April 18th. So don't get it confused.
I know. Well, it's always April 15th unless it's a weekend.
True. So don't get confused. Also, get ready to sparkle and shine. It's Valentine's Day. Blue Water Jewelers, looking ahead for some razzle dazzle in your life. Look no further. Blue Water Jewelers is the ultimate celebration destination right here in St. Augustine. No matter what your budget is, Blue Water Jewelers has something very special just for you. Their showroom is, of course, at 500 Anastasia Boulevard in St. Augustine. This is a treasure trove of elegance and style, ready to make your dreams come true. Can't make it in person? No worries. Just head over to bluewater-jewelers.com and explore their curated collection from the comfort of your home. They've got so much to offer for everybody. Make it sentimental this Valentine's Day. Check them out, Blue Water Jewelers.
And Solar Stick, they were established in 2006. They're a local portable power company proudly committed to American manufacturing, constant innovation, and creating jobs right here in the nation's oldest city, St. Augustine, Florida. Solar Stick's focus on providing solutions for self-sufficiency helps users all over the world complete missions and save lives. Solar Stick, changing lives, saving lives, and reviving American manufacturing right here in the nation's oldest city. Great friends, good sponsors of the show. We love you guys. All right, so you're muted? Someone says you're muted.
Well, I wore a shirt and tie this morning, and now I'm in my dog walking outfit right now. So that's what my colors are muted from.
I gotta check your sound just to be sure.
There might be sound.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, listen, first of all, you're not required to wear a tie on this show.
No.
I know that dictatorial guy who runs the morning show wants everyone dressed up except Troy.
No, he actually, because I have this incredible, insane tie collection, and I talk about this in the morning show. It's really amazing.
Okay.
And I have a rule in my house: if you don't wear it within a year, it's got to go to donation.
Yes.
So I don't want to let my tie collection go. So that's why I'm rocking at least a different one every day until I get through it. Yeah.
All the mics are on.
Yeah.
All the mics are on?
All the
Perfect.
mics are on.
All right, awesome. Since I'm one of the mics, I'm glad that I'm on.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, man, that just made that
was
weird.
a good one.
All right, so Pete Melfi being a genius.
All right, here we go.
So yesterday I complained you now have to dial 904 for a local number.
Yes.
Yes.
We've added 3 more digits. Isn't it interesting that this has happened right before the Florida Man games?
Really?
And isn't it interesting that everyone says, oh yeah, now
Conspiracy.
I have to dial the 904. Now it's 904 now,
now?
before the number. And That reminds me, I need to go to the 904 and see what's going on with the Florida Man games. It is an incredible marketing gimmick that he didn't pay a dime for.
I mean, Vicky Oates should take some notes, right?
Vicky Oaks should take some notes.
I love you, Vicky. I got my little pamphlet, and I was very into it. I did not find it garbage at all. I think you started the show
Junk mail.
yesterday.
I was talking about all the junk mail that we got yesterday.
Vicky Oaks is my
What a
favorite
great lady.
government mailer.
What a great lady.
She is.
I really
She's
enjoyed the
fantastic.
chat you guys had with her last night, too. I thought it was very bright.
She's wonderful.
A very cool person.
I just figured it would be easier, instead of asking her the easy questions, to come up with the dumbest things about stuff.
She's
so
ready
that she
for
can
it.
completely refute everything.
I liked it.
And it's like, this is going to be so much easier than doing the straight up questions.
She was
I
ready
just-
for every curveball.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And I just love the fact that she knows you well enough to
Yes.
know that she can just sit there with a sweet grin on her face and just let you finish with your dumb question, refuse to answer it, and then you'll just move on.
Yeah.
Reminded me so much of Dinner with Darcy.
Another
No.
wise woman.
Yes. And I can only say that because Darcy told me she wasn't listening to the show tonight.
Oh, wow.
We are
Thanks.
free to say whatever we want, guys. I won't get in trouble.
No offense,
So-
Darcy. Appreciate
Until,
it. Yeah.
until she watches tomorrow.
When you were gone, I gave her a heads up that Troy and I were going to be alone and unfettered last Thursday.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And that we were kind of seeing whether or not there would be a show on Monday based
Yeah.
on how we treated the show on Thursday. So she's like, I'm not going to listen.
I didn't. I was obviously teaching. How did the show go?
It went well. I found a game called Mind the Gap.
I heard about this.
And
yes.
so it was super fun. We asked each other, so he's Gen X, I'm Millennial. So we asked each other questions from our generations and also we were asked questions from our own generations. So I had to try and answer Gen X questions. He had to try to answer
Is he
millennial
really
questions.
Gen X? I mean, you're here to clear this up. The judge and the
Fact
jury.
check.
I want to, because we really say boomer on the morning show. We sometimes say, and he was very defensive. He is definitely
He just looks like a
on
boomer
the older side of
unless
Gen
we
X.
have his birth certificate.
So he and I fall into right at the end of the baby boomer generation,
Okay.
but kind of right before the baby bust generation.
Okay.
So we're kind of like right on the threshold. I mean, you can look at some and they'll say it stops in 64. Some say it stops in 68. So we're kind of, both he and I were born in 67 and 66. So yeah, it's just kind of a very interesting.
Yeah. So, do you consider yourself Gen X then too?
I consider myself myself and I.
See, I like that. Pioneer.
you know,
Don't put any labels on him. That's just who he is.
I'm not a sociologist trying to figure out where I fit in. I'm just me fitting in.
It's very Yellowstone of you. Yeah.
I don't need a sociologist to tell me what group I'm in or out of. I'm just me. So,
Are you watching Yellowstone?
Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Am I watching?
Yeah.
He's already caught
I've
up on all of
watched
them.
them all.
I know. Oh, so you're caught up. You're
So
good.
where are you at in the Yellowstone universe,
I'm late.
young Davey?
I'm ready. I'm caught up. Like, there's a
You've
new
watched
season.
the
I've seen
original?
season 3.
Oh no, you're not caught up.
Oh, there's more.
There's season 5,
Oh, then I'm not
and
caught up.
that's
I'm
that's the
excited.
half season, right?
Okay.
That's
so
where,
I got DVDs if you need to
Is
borrow.
Beth okay?
Do you still have a DVD
That's all I
player?
care about. This is my Beth. I love Beth.
were you there for the...
I didn't like her in the beginning. I thought she was a
No.
loser in the beginning, but then
Oh
I
my
didn't
word!
realize.
That first encounter between her and Rip, and she's so mean, and
in
she
the
walks
bathtub
away.
scene, right?
The bathtub scene is
so
intense.
good. I enjoyed Beth.
like-
She'd be my spin buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd go spin class with me.
Yeah, so
So she'd smoke
the
and blow in her
third
face.
season is when the explosions at the end.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I thought that was one of their better seasons. It was a great cliffhanger at the end. Season
Oh, that
4
one
is
hurt.
wonderful. You're going to love that. Season 5 gets a little kind of wonky because of the end of season 4.
That's the
Now-
the half one, right?
Yeah,
That's right,
That's
yeah.
the half one. They're
So
supposed to
I'm
do
up
one
to
of them.
4.
Yes.
Okay.
So you still have 5. So have you watched 1883?
No.
So you got to watch Yellowstone 1883.
Oh, that's like the other side show.
spin-off.
It's spin-off. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a,
yeah.
Two
no,
spin-offs.
It's a prequel. So
Well,
it's
it's
how
still a
the
spin.
Dutton family got out to Montana.
Okay.
There's some great acting in that as well. It literally, though, if you ever played, what was the game where you had the Oregon Trail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ever played that, literally everything bad
really
that happens
did.
there will happen.
I
in
really
that,
did.
In the
We
show.
found an
Yeah.
emulator. We found an emulator so that you can play it on a modern computer, and my kids play it, and it's
Okay.
hilarious. At any given moment in my house, you'll hear one of the kids scream, "Libby, you're dying from diphtheria!"
I think I've made it through season 4. I'm standing corrected. I need
Yeah.
to start season 5, which started mid-November in 2023.
Yes.
I got it now.
Now,
Okay.
I'm also going to blow your mind.
Uh-huh.
The best Yellowstone that has been done so far is Yellowstone 1923.
That's the one with
Harrison
Faith
Ford.
Hill?
Oh.
Harrison Ford, Helen Mirren.
Callista Flockhart.
There is a younger Dutton who is in Africa. And I'm telling you, when you guys get to that one, you're going to be like, it's the
Okay.
best Yellowstone ever.
Okay.
Yes.
I might have to just start watching these prequels because I don't want to. I don't have any of the streaming services that play any of the Yellowstones, so I'm buying the DVDs like an elder millennial, as Clay calls me.
Yes.
And so I'm not going to buy half a season 5. So I'm waiting until all of season 5 is on a single DVD set. So I'm going to have to start with the prequels.
1883 is a little. It tells a great story. At times, it kind of drags. 1923.
Why are
is
we doing
phenomenal.
DVDs? Why are we going that route? What's the story?
I don't have any of the streaming services that they play it
Paramount
on.
Plus.
I don't have
I'll
it.
give you my code.
With that, isn't that
Davey did
illegal?
not
We would
say
never
that.
do
Davey
that.
did not say that. Davey did not say that.
It's on
could-
every bathroom stall
How about this?
downtown.
You could come to my house and you can log in and we can watch it together.
Oh, okay.
And then
that's fine. You make popcorn.
Yeah,
That's
right?
good.
We can do that. That's how I got Paramount Plus for a little while. My brother-in-law logged in so we could watch something.
Yeah.
And then just forgot to log out.
Yeah.
So like if you forget to log out, then
Doodle. Yeah.
I'll
come over.
I'll do it until it
help you
updates
clean.
and it kicks me
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. You guys, it's an awesome. You guys will love.
I'm excited now. I know something new.
Boom.
1923 is amazing. So it's the
Boomers
best one.
end in 64. Gen X starts in 65. That's what Investopia says.
I don't look. There's all kinds
Millennials
of-
are 81.
Yeah.
Well, we have some sad news to say because she was not a Gen Xer. She
No.
was definitely a boomer.
Okay.
Cheetah Rivera passed away today.
Wow.
She was 91 years old.
Who was Cheetah Rivera?
America. West Side Story. Anita and
okay.
West Side Story. Yeah. Sharks and the Jets. When you're a jet all the way. You know.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm just
That
saying,
was-
she's a Broadway icon. Cheetah.
That was the most fun gang fight I've ever seen.
I know, right? So choreographed, right? Everybody was like with shoulders and with aggression. Yeah.
You know what? You're right. It was so much better than the gang fight in The Outsiders.
You know.
So much better because there wasn't enough dancing in The Outsiders gang fight.
Definitely.
And they had Patrick Swayze in it and they didn't take advantage of his
I'm
talent.
glad you
Patrick
finally have
Swayze.
come to this realization.
Oh,
There
God.
it
You guys
is.
are killing me. Guys are killing me.
Well, we're sorry that she passed.
You know why they couldn't?
Yeah, me
it
too.
wasn't Tom Cruise that couldn't dance. It was Emilio Estevez. That's why they couldn't do it.
Zero chance that's facts.
Yeah.
Two left feet.
Zero chance
Yes.
that's facts.
Really? Emilio, you're a big fan.
He's Hispanic. Like he's got the Latin hips. The hips don't lie. Ask
Ay, porque
Shakira.
no tanta del mundo la calle, Papa Cholita. I like it.
Yeah.
He's one of Martin Sheen's kids.
Estevez.
He's one of Martin Sheen's kids.
Esta vez.
It's in the
my
genes.
What's the one that was in Young Blood, the brother? It was
Charlie?
Young
a
Guns.
Oh, Young
Young
Guns.
Guns.
Young
Charlie
Blood.
Sheen.
Charlie
That's it, Charlie.
Yes.
Chuckles.
Tiger
Stick
blood.
with me.
Tiger blood.
Tiger Blood. Yeah.
Stick with me.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
As we transition. Step ball change news story.
All right.
Right on.
So everybody agree Pizza Genius.
Yes.
We could go that. Fantastic marketing before the Florida Man games.
Visionary.
And I did hear a radio station today say that they were what was it? It was your Florida. It had Florida Man in it in the title. I was like, man, they better be careful. They are treading on dangerous ground here.
I wouldn't be doing
I
that.
wouldn't be doing that.
Mhm. You better check your
We
lipstick
got
before you open up your mouth.
a Florida Man games going on down here. You better behave yourself.
Yep.
Okay. The new sign is up for those of you that have not seen the new sign.
Yes.
Love
Amanda
it.
did a new sign and Davey made the sign.
So true story. Pete really thought that this was a real sign. He didn't realize it was actually like well crafted graphic here.
Really?
He was like, he was gonna like start making one, and then Amanda's like, no, it's actually a graphic. The TV is definitely real.
So
Oh, gosh.
Blake made it,
Yeah.
but he left his design software logged in, and so I've been able to play with it ever since.
Love it. Did you by chance did you talk to Blake that he just came back from the Rolex?
I did not.
He's I didn't realize how much of a fan he was about
huge.
racing. Yeah.
There was a pace car wreck down there over the weekend.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yep. There's a
Oh, we
pace
have
car.
a fact check.
Okay.
Who's checking
Cheetah,
this?
Well, Bobby asked if we were sure that she
Yes.
was a Gen Xer, and she was not. She was born in 1933.
That's what I said.
In
She was
Washington,
not
D.C.
Gen Xer.
So she's silent generation.
Okay. Well, there
So
it is.
she's not even a baby
She was
boomer.
trying to be
Is
quiet
that
about
because
it,
she was-
Bobby. Thanks for outing her.
So the greatest generation was 1901 to 27, and silent generation is 28 to 45. So she was part of the silent generation.
Okay.
She predates boomers.
Silent. There it is. Wow.
Is that because they were born during the silent movie era? I'm just asking.
Or the
Well,
Prohibition.
I guess the greatest generation.
And Prohibition
got-
ends shortly, Davey. Prohibition is ending shortly, baby. Yes. So did you start on the 1st?
Yeah.
I started on the 31st.
I know. You're the extended version.
I'm doing the 31st to the 1st. I'll be
New
like
Year's Eve, nothing?
nothing.
Yeah, it
Not
was
a thing.
nothing. I didn't
Nothing.
need it though. It's during the week when I just need like one or two. It's just to get the edge off. Oh my gosh, sometimes these weeks are just nuts. I'm not a big, I'm not gonna be like, I don't want to get shoe barred.
Yeah.
But I'd like to get like, a little, tips.
I'm not going to lie.
I don't want to be
Yesterday,
completely wasted, but I do
No.
like to be slightly
Like
wasted.
spirited, lighten the loafers. If the shoe fits,
there's
I wear
a
it.
difference between wasted and tipsy.
Yeah.
So yesterday was my son's science fair.
Okay.
And science fair is a traumatic
Love where
experience
this is
for
going.
everyone.
Okay.
Did you teach him how to make margaritas?
It's
It's a wonderful science project.
I realized actually he was making citrus batteries, so my brother did ask if we were making
margaritas, I
margaritas.
told you. Citrus batteries. It's a brand new name for
He
it.
was inspired
Jeez.
by Mark Rober. If you don't know who Mark Rober is, find him on YouTube. He's famous for glitter bomb packages for
wow.
package thefts.
That sounds like fun.
But he was inspired by the world's largest lemon battery, so that's why he did it on that. So anyway, I was drinking whiskey and Coke, and I realized, there's not that much left in the bottle, and science fair is over, and that's a
Right.
big celebration. So we played Mind the Gap with the kids.
Okay.
So they were asking, we were asking them Zoomer questions, and they were asking us millennial questions, and we destroyed them.
Oh, I love
And
this.
While I finished the rest of my whiskey. So
That's perfect.
right before I had to get blood drawn today, so 10 vials of blood after drinking a few.
No big deal.
whiskey
Makes it
and
nice
Cokes.
and easy for them to find the vein.
My liver enzymes are going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Your liver was fine. No. I kind of felt like I just wanted to try this,
Okay.
but I haven't noticed like a huge have you noticed a huge
Nothing.
difference?
No. So that means
Yeah.
Jesus said that I'm on the right path over here, okay? I haven't lost a
first
single
miracle-
pound. Skin still looks snatched to the gods. I'm doing fine.
The first miracle was wine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
We had an Episcopal priest at a retreat once tell you if any religious person tells you can't drink, then point them to the first miracle in the Bible, and it was
Water to
we're
wine.
running
Yeah.
out of wine.
Yeah.
It's not even we have none. It's we've been drinking so much that we're at the end of it.
Seriously.
So his mom looked at him and said, "Make more wine."
Yeah, right?
And then looks
Thank you,
at the
Mary.
servants and says, "Whatever he tells you to do it." And he's like, "This isn't what I'm supposed to be doing." Okay, Mom.
Yep, sure.
And he makes not only wine, he makes what was reported as the best wine
Yep.
of the whole party.
Dry.
So here's kind of my theory on that, right? So was Mary like, I can't put up with these people without more wine?
Probably.
I mean, was it like,
Well,
listen, if you want to save your
put her
mother's
in a-
sanity, you make some more wine.
She had a kid in a barn. She can handle anything.
Yes.
So in the Middle Eastern region, like hospitality is super important. So the fact that they would have run out of wine before the official wedding festivities were over would have been a huge humiliation to the couple that had just gotten married. And so that's why it was such a big deal for her that the wine didn't run out. Is that she didn't want the couple to like enter their married life humiliated. And so the best wine ever.
Best wine ever. So I don't know why I'm complaining about the 30. Claudia Denser made me do
Yes.
a 90-day challenge one time in my life. That was very. I mean, once you get past the 30, then you're good.
You're kinda like, I'm good.
Yeah, but then getting back into the pool was a little.
You
different.
guys are so sweet. I've been pregnant so many times.
so many times.
And then nursing. Like, I've gone years of my adult life not
Golly,
drinking.
yeah.
And you guys are like, 30 days.
have you ever done
90
like where you had to
days.
like purge the breast milk because you had a drink? Like
So-
I have friends that had to do that. Like it's like a real thing.
I just didn't drink enough when I was nursing to do it and to have to. I think there was like one night that I had more than one drink over the span of like 4 hours, and baby woke up the second we got there, and it's like, okay, you have to give a bottle.
Like, I guarantee you my
pumped-
mom had some moonshine when she was pregnant.
For sure. I mean, like
a toke of the little,
if I had one glass over the course
if
of
your
an
mom
hour,
had moonshine, what was Troy's mom drinking?
I don't. Woo, I know,
Just
right?
asking for a
hair
friend.
of the dog, hair of the
A
dog.
little something. Peach schnapps.
Peach. I
What
hate
makes it
peach
so
schnapps.
fuzzy? I know. It's so
I hate
gross.
peach schnapps. Although we had Citygate peach whiskey, and I was not excited because I do not like peach schnapps.
Okay.
And I was helping out with Bollocks last week, and the whiskey of the week was peach whiskey, and I was so not excited. It was delicious.
Was it really?
It's the best peach liquor I've ever had.
So it
and
wasn't
I
like
don't.
peach in your face. I can't stand that.
So I can't stand like artificial
Right.
peach flavor,
Me
and I
either.
don't like the texture of actual peaches. So I'm just like not a peach girl.
Oh, wow.
And so the boys picked it, and I wasn't going to be like contrarian.
Mm.
And I was like, maybe we should all pick our own. And they're like, that's not what we do here. And I was like, okay.
Bobby
So
is the winner.
The peach is fantastic.
65 out of 67 years without a drink.
God bless you.
Now, Bobby, while I'd like to hear about those years, it's the 2 years in between that I'd really like to hear.
Yeah, that's the stories.
Those are the stories, Bobby.
Yeah. What's your first drink you're going to be celebrating?
I'll have bourbon. I mean, I'm a big bourbon drinker, and that's...
Is there a specific bourbon?
Oh,
you like?
yeah, Buffalo Trace.
Oh, Buffalo Trace.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm a big Buffalo Trace guy. That's if there's a family label at our house. In fact, some friends, some cousins were in at the wedding in Tampa over New Year's Eve. It was the 30th, and we were all talking, and one of them went back out to California, and there's this huge Buffalo Trace display in their liquor store, and it had a buffalo on top of a barrel that was about this big.
Wow.
And he's like, you need one for your bar at home. And I sent him back. He said, no, I need two, one for each end of the driveway. And Darcy's like, no. I'm like, yes. It's outside. I'm in charge of the outside of the house. We need two buffaloes from Buffalo Trace
Wow.
on the outside of the driveway.
I have neighbors that moved into our neighborhood probably a year or two ago from out of state. And the first change they made to the outside was putting two lions. One on either side of the driveway. And
yeah.
I was like, Bridge of Lions theme? Or like, did those come with you? Did you
Right,
get them because you were
probably.
really excited about the Bridge of Lions?
Yeah.
Like, it's a little on the nose,
Two
but
lions
whatever.
are just
I don't
still
care.
there. Yeah.
They're still there.
Yeah, but it has been an interesting experiment, but I have not felt 100%. I mean, I'm sure some people do. Everybody's different.
I'm still kicking it.
You know, and the only kind of time you get home, it's that couple hours when you get home in the afternoon. It's
you're
like,
just
yeah.
yeah.
But usually like 45 minutes after, I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't need to get all crazy, you know.
But I have looked at Darcy the entire time and said, honey, tonight I'm tying one on. And she'll look at me and said, so I'm having at least 2 or 3 club sodas and I don't want to hear anything about it tonight. I want club soda. I'm having some tonight.
Yeah.
So
Pyramid Schnapps?
Spearmint
Spearmint
schnapps.
Schnapps? What is that, Barbara Jean?
That is
What is that?
elixir, apparently.
So Bobby, 17 months in the Philippines, some sporadic. Okay. So Bobby, I'm just glad you remembered where you were when
Yeah.
you were drinking. I'm so proud of you.
The Philippines.
Yes.
Yeah, it was beer, definitely.
So
Rice beer, probably.
I was stationed somewhere and I can't remember any of it. Would have been bad. That would have been horrible. That would have been a Troy story.
He mentioned the monks making ale. What's funny about that is they made the really heavy like porters to get them through times when they were fasting. And so can you imagine just like a house of monks not eating any food for 40 days or 60 days or whatever and only drinking like Guinness style beer?
Wow.
It'd be so messed
It's like
up.
an adult milkshake.
That is definitely a religious experience.
I do like a Guinness. I do love Guinness. Yeah. That is my
Now I
favorite
understand where some of the inspiration came from. Now I get it.
Now I get the haircuts.
Yeah.
beer. It's almost Guinness season.
Did you? Hey, will this look good on me? Oh yeah, this will look great on you, right?
You know, it's just the first one that fell asleep got that haircut, and they just took turns. That's why they all eventually had the haircut.
Amanda has spent way more time thinking about monks drinking than you and I have. Because
Definitely.
she's got like 17 jokes and we
Maybe.
got
I have
none.
no idea.
Yeah.
I have to ask the Dalai Lama.
All right, so we have to go over all things Taylor Swift when you're here on Tuesdays.
Okay, I'm ready.
So
Got a
you
lot
and
to
I
say.
talked Monday outside the building before you were going into the morning show.
Wouldn't it have been nice if you could put your cups on the ledge?
Would have been nice to have the conversation and put my coffee on the ledge and then
Yeah.
talk to him a little bit. Yeah,
Right?
that would have been
Yes.
nice. Slanted ledges are all in here.
They're
Yeah.
slanted to keep the water from running into the
Very
building.
smart.
All right. So Taylor Swift had an AI video released
Yeah.
of her, which I was
Multiple.
That's trash.
appalled at.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the thought that someone would do that, release it, to me, is such an invasion of privacy. And I don't know when the laws catch up with that, but I think that is an absolutely horrible thing.
Well, the laws are just about to get caught up with that.
Yeah.
How can you? So how can you do that? Because it isn't her image. It's essentially a computer drawing of her, and people have done salty drawings of famous people forever.
So let me help you.
So like,
let me tell you what she had did. So what she had did was she had called Elon over at the X.
Because she just has his number.
That crazy, formerly known as Twitter. But she had every single image of her removed off of Twitter.
Yeah.
Or X.
Which I think that's
incredible.
What should happen.
I mean, that takes like beasts. I mean, Taylor Swift can get things done that our government can't get things done. You know what I mean? Like, that blows my mind. She can regulate
she can
her
get the
own
Kansas
image.
City Chiefs to the Super Bowl.
100%. Yes, absolutely. $331
Well, she can
million
cause the NFL to rebound.
Yeah.
The NFL's been spiraling.
And literally came back to earth. So there's so many people complaining about how awful she is. I mean, she was at the Bills game and there was a fan that goes, you're ruining the NFL. And she actually finally vocalized and said, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
Because all she is just going to a game. She's not. And she's like, she's seeking attention. Dude, she's not seeking attention. She's just existing.
Not flashing the camera to get them.
Friends,
yeah,
right?
she's not even looking at the camera.
It's not, for true diehard fans who just want to watch the game, Taylor Swift is a distraction. The distraction has been created by the networks that are carrying those games and by the NFL as a whole that recognizes they're getting $331 million in free advertising, right? They want to push that. Yeah. The average fan doesn't care who you show in the stands. They just want to see the game.
Well,
and so the more you see of her, the more that average fan goes, this is over the top. Now, there's an entire group of people
That's on the fan, though. Like, get a hold of your... They show things all the time. I don't like people wearing red shirts at games. I'm going to be upset about it.
It was Brittany Mahomes before it was Taylor Swift. Because Brittany Mahomes was like... her and Patrick's brother, which I guess we're not allowed to talk about anymore because stuff. But she was the one that was the camera hog and getting all the attention. So it's not like there isn't a precedent for this. And people got annoyed with her.
Look what they did to Jessica Simpson back in the day.
Yeah,
I mean, they basically...
when she was there for Tony Romo. Tony, there he is. Romo.
Tony Romo.
So like it is not just Taylor Swift. It's not just people hating on Taylor Swift. It's that people that are there, like that actually want to watch the football game, don't want to see people in the stands. And so that's the problem.
I don't think it has anything to do with Taylor Swift. I
disagree.
No, I honestly don't think it does. It could have been any celebrity, and they'd be like, that's too much. Taylor Swift has gotten more celebrity appearances on NFL games in a year than any other celebrity. And I think that's what the aggravation is. It's like, great, she's going to the game, she's supporting her boyfriend, fine. But I don't need to see it. In fact, if you watch the game this weekend, I think she mouthed, just move on. Because the camera hung on her for a long time.
I'm sure she doesn't want...
She doesn't want it.
Yeah.
And look, I'm happy she doesn't want it.
Would
right?
you
Just
want to get the hate from that?
No, I wouldn't want to get any of it.
It's a lot. And you know how aggressive they can be because they're already fueled up. So that it's unnecessary. It's not necessary.
Well, it's also so invasive how they keep shoving the cameras in their face. They're on the field and they're hugging and they're like celebrating after the moment. And it's a couple that are celebrating like this great success that he has. Right. And the camera's inches from the ear.
Like, what I don't like is that Taylor is a wonderful role model for young ladies out there, and I hate seeing that here we have an actual example of a great human being, and we're shooting it down because we don't understand it, and what we don't understand, it turns into a ball of chaos.
But
and confusion.
I don't think the majority is against her. It's just, hey, just show the game, right? Just show the game, and I can tell you, there's announcers that I can't listen to. Because I don't think they're very. I just hit mute if it's a certain announcing team. Like, I don't want to listen to those guys.
Oh yeah, and
so it has nothing.
Same.
I just can't. It's like I don't want to see that.
Yeah, my grandmother hated Brian Gumbel back in the day. I can't have started a Brian Gumbel.
Yeah.
Well, Melissa asks, are all the male stars shown at games distractions? I think if they were shown with the same frequency that Taylor Swift is being shown, it would be the same thing. But it's different for the NFL. Well, I mean, I would counter that anytime Trump goes to a football game and they show him in the box, people lose their bloody minds because show us football, don't show us Trump.
Right.
And like Ellen got blasted because she was in Trump's box. But the NBA is different. NFL fans really get mad.
Ellen, the
NBA
comedian?
yeah.
Wow, I never thought Ellen and Trump would be in the same sentence.
No,
but you just
George
made that
W.
happen.
Bush. George W. Bush. She went to his box. So anytime there's a political person, they show.
I have kind of an observation about that. In 2 weeks, we'll have the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And they will spend the entire Super Bowl showing all of these different celebrities. And when I see it, it pisses me off.
So has it always done that to you?
Yes. And here's why. These celebrities don't go to a single game in the freezing snow. They don't go to a game in a pouring down rain. They don't go to every game in a season where a team wins 0 games or 1 game or 2 games. But all of a sudden, 20 years later, that team makes it to the Super Bowl and they can afford to buy the ticket.
It's the best game. Why wouldn't they be there?
But the average fan can't afford to buy the ticket.
I think he's saying they're inflating the price.
Too bad.
I think that's BS.
Just because
I want
it's
the
a cool
average
event.
fans to be at home rallying with everybody else and having a great time.
I just showing those celebrities
Those
that
tickets.
have the money to buy the ticket and flaunting it in the face of every NFL fan that can't afford to be there, right? To me, just ticks me off. But that fan has bought those season tickets for years and gone through horrible seasons in the rain, in the snow, in the heat, whatever, while these celebrities are off living their lives in luxury. I just find it, I just don't like it.
They're working.
I just don't like it.
They're working. They're not working.
I don't care. I want the average fan to go.
Yeah.
It's the same complaint about the NCAA basketball tournament, right? The kids, for the longest time, were shoved up in the worst seats. And these are the college kids that are there to root their teams on. They should be down by courtside. Push the people that don't ever go to a game that can afford to pay, push them up higher in the stands.
And I would say LeBron James, he doesn't enter his son's college games until he got a lot of flack because he walked in during the national anthem and people thought it was disrespectful. And like maybe he could have waited until the national anthem was done to do it. His argument is that everyone's focused on the flag for the national anthem and they're not focused on him. And he's there to watch his son and to not be a distraction. So if he was coming out and grandstanding, then, or just like sucking all of the attention away from the college kids that are there, then people would be hating on him for that too. So like, while he has this history that makes people real salty about the fact that he walks in during the national anthem, like I get the argument, but I respect the fact that he understands his level of celebrity and he's right there on the court. It's not like he's hiding out. He's not in a box like Taylor Swift. He's right there on the court so everyone can see him. He's LeBron frickin' James. He's giant. Everyone knows who he is and what he looks like. So like I respect the fact that he waits until everyone's distracted to kind of sneak in so he can focus on his kid.
To support your LeBron James story, Eminem just recently, his daughter was getting crowned homecoming queen. And he decided to watch the crowning in a separate classroom away from everybody, so not to take the moment away from his daughter. I thought that was pretty classy. I mean, you really do have to think about those things when you're that high in life, I guess.
I completely agree with that. Melissa's got a comment. You dislike her, meaning Taylor Swift, because she's an economically strong, liberal, independent woman. That has nothing to do. I don't dislike.
I'm so happy for her right now, and I don't like her as a fan person.
Well, first of all, she doesn't sing about anything that hits me. I mean,
you don't even know though. What album do you even know?
We've joked about the songs on here. What are most of her songs about?
Love and loss.
Poor choices in men.
Not true.
It's not like that's
no,
the thing.
No, the men made poor choices.
Oh my goodness! Let me pull up poor choices in men's songs, and that's what I should listen to on the way to the construction
You have no
site.
leg to stand on in this argument. You've not heard a single album in the last 5 years. Nothing.
She does talk about when she makes mistakes with guys too. So it's not just guys making mistakes and hurting her. It's also her hurting guys. Champagne problems. Don't talk to me.
Illicit affairs. Thank you very little.
I'm very happy that she's done well. I think that if anybody that puts on a show, as long as she puts on a show for, should be applauded. Because there's a lot of artists that phone it in, and she is obviously not phoning it in. and her live shows are great. I think that's exactly the way you treat your fans. I think she cares. She gets concerned about her fans and ticket prices and all of those things. So I think from those things, she's wonderful. Just doesn't. She's not an artist that I listen to. There's a lot of artists I don't listen to.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I dislike them as a person.
Yeah. I didn't like
They
her
just
music.
don't connect with me musically.
I didn't like her music. It's not my choice to know everything about Taylor Swift, but my daughter loves her. And so I know about her because my daughter loves her. I care about what my children care about. So now I'm invested in her and her story. I respect her as a businesswoman. I don't agree with her politically. Her music is fun. I enjoy it now, even though I never chose to listen to it. And I came to
Why
that
don't you say her
against
music
my
is
will.
neat? That'll
Davey,
be-
how
yeah.
many songs does she have about drinking bourbon in a bar? Because that's what I'm interested
No,
in.
just wine. She only
Yeah.
drinks. Yeah.
See, there you
Champagne
go.
problems.
We're just
Champagne
not
problems.
connected.
Yeah.
But I'm so invested in this relationship because I've seen her heartbroken splashed across the tabloids over and over and over again, whether it was her fault, whether it's his fault. I don't care. But
What
like,
a badass,
she's a human.
though.
She's a human, and I care about her being happy, and she seems really happy. And so does Travis Kelce.
So many
and I
people
love the Kelce
told
family
that
because
human
of Donna
being
Kelce.
no, and she made that no into
Yeah.
a yes. And I think that
With their daddy's help. Yeah.
amazing. Of course. Well,
Yeah.
hey, if she's got her father,
Yeah.
I didn't have my father's help. I
know.
mean, if I did, who knows what would have happened?
Yeah.
You know, God bless that family. And I think
just
the mom
saying
and dad are
she's-
divorced too, and
She
they
seems
still
family
rallied.
As a guy that has owned third generation of a family business, I'm more than happy to have family help, and I don't in any way begrudge that upon her.
I'm not begrudging it. I was just
That would
saying
be
that
me
she
being
did it with her dad's help.
disingenuous and dishonest.
I do a lot with my dad's help too.
Yes.
So did you hear she is going to be making it to the Super Bowl?
For
Would you
her,
like to know
She
the timeline?
logistically can make it to the.
She can.
It's called Taylor Swift math.
Today it was official that she is coming.
Okay.
for her and Travis Kelce, I hope she makes it.
Do you know I'm
Mazel
saying
tov.
their name wrong?
Yeah.
Do you know that it's really Travis Kelce? It's they talked about this on their podcast, the brothers,
Yeah.
and the father was like, "I just got tired of correcting everybody. It was, we'll just go by Kelsey from now on." But
and I got to tell you, I'm not a Travis Kelce or Kelce fan.
what?
Hang on, let me finish.
You don't like his clothes.
Put your caruffle thing. Just hold it all down there,
Holding
Dave.
here.
Hold it.
Emotional.
But I have to say, watching him play the other day, he is the greatest tight end to ever play the game.
So good.
I'm not a huge fan, and
And not a bad tight end either.
he's phenomenal. He's absolutely
So
amazing.
good.
I mean, I just think he's. Oh, I get it now. So I think that watching him play, I was a huge Gronk fan from the page. He's so much better, and I don't want to admit that. 'cause I
Gronk
think
is selling pants now. He's doing good.
Don't forget about the shoes. He sells shoes too.
He sells shoes
and
too.
he sells USAA insurance. He's got some
Oh,
gigs
right.
too.
Hey, that's my insurance company.
Up there.
Nice.
And you gotta
Apparently,
hustle.
The only people that can sell anything for the NFL now are current tight ends or past tight ends.
Yeah,
right?
right.
So I think he has played a phenomenal season. He's been hurt most of the season. I think without him, I don't think the Chiefs are there. And I do feel bad for him and her because this has put anytime you're trying to have a relationship with somebody, it's hard enough. But it's put this relationship in this unbelievable fishbowl
Yeah.
of social media, and I think that's horrible for both of them. So
I think they can handle it.
yeah,
I think they really do talk about it.
yeah.
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 I mean, he
That's it.
said that she has helped him with it because, I mean, he's used to being in the spotlight, but there's no spotlight like the Taylor Swift spotlight. I mean, it's glittery, it's everything.
She knows places.
She does.
She knows places. Yes, she
Melissa says Mahomes, Kels, they're the GOAT.
does. Yes.
Yeah. So fun.
Yeah.
All
Sports
right,
ball,
so she leaves the concert in Tokyo at 11 p.m. She'll be done, so she'll be on a flight at midnight, and then it takes. She'll be landing in Vegas at 5:30, so plenty of time to make the Super Bowl.
5:30 the night before, right? Or day of?
Day of.
Yeah.
And then she doesn't have to be in Australia till the 26th, so there is some recovery time after the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean,
so.
it's not like she's flying the plane. She can sleep on the private jet.
Right.
Everyone's acting like she's driving from Japan.
Right, yeah.
Like she's flying a private
Jesus,
jet.
take the
a luxury
wheel.
jet. I mean,
Did you guys ever get in a text chat group
Yeah.
where you have no idea who any of the numbers are?
Yeah.
There's no name associated with any number.
That's when you got to say, "Excuse me,
Yeah.
can somebody throw me a bone? I lost
Yeah.
my contacts." Just say
Yeah.
it like that. Yeah.
No. It's funny because there's like 5 numbers in here.
Is anybody ordering pizza?
No, I might put an order in for pizza though, just to see. Right?
all right,
Hey,
Carmelo's. That's right.
great. Glad you guys all know who each other are. I don't know any of you. So
Just say, hey, in case anyone's curious, can we shoot everyone's names to make sure we've got
here we go.
same
Here's
contact?
So I can save them properly.
text in dis group.
Oh.
Okay. Who's the other number? Who det? Is that you are sister?
I don't think any of
Lauren,
them.
yeah.
That's great. So
Yeah.
this is
I'm like, guys, opt
Yeah,
me
just
out of this.
don't-
this is the Thanksgiving
I'm about to block
story, right?
all of these numbers, right? All of these
Oh, come
numbers
on, let's
are
have
about
fun
to
with
get
it
blocked.
first.
No.
The only one I'm seeing is a 904. There's only one 904 on that
There's
list.
one
Do you
904.
remember
The rest of the numbers are from all over the country.
917 is New York.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
City.
like, nah, you guys, wrong guy.
Wow. Must be a fundraiser.
So you guys have seen the story about the Thanksgiving invite, the wrong text. So like a grandma made a
have.
text group
Yeah.
and included a wrong number into
This
the
could be
text
your
group.
miracle.
Right? This could be your new best friend.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still having Thanksgiving together.
Yeah, they've like literally for years,
Yeah,
right?
for
Even-
years. They invited somebody, one of their followers. So they have like followers now.
Wow.
In this relationship. And they invited one of their followers to come to Thanksgiving with them. It was like a randomly selected thing.
Mm.
So it's pretty cute. I think it's funny.
I think it's funny too.
I just text, I don't know who any of you are.
Oh, you went for it. Good. That's
right.
nice.
There you go. Don't know who any of you are.
Fine.
Yeah.
Hey, NBC announced today that
And one of them wanted to add Natalia, and I'm going to text in, if you don't tell me who you are, I'm adding Natalia.
Darcy,
If
just so
I don't
you
get
know.
names, I'm adding Natalia to this group.
You know what you should do? Just start adding in like Sheriff Shore. and,
Yeah,
like, all kinds of people.
Some fun friends to be able to clear it
I'm
up.
just going to add Troy. He'll figure this shit.
Yes, he will. Troy definitely is a sleuth for numbers. Yes.
Maybe that's how they got your number.
Maybe. Yeah, on that bathroom stall.
What you got?
Reba McEntire sitcom is in the works. So they announced that in NBC. Did you watch the original Reba show?
I saw a couple episodes.
Yeah, me
I
too. It was
wasn't. I wasn't
wholesome.
like,
It wasn't
yeah.
for me. I need a little dirty.
It was just. It wasn't one of the shows I was following at the time, so I just didn't
A lot
get
of
into
people
it.
love the Reba.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Red.
Yep. I feel like this is a panic move that nobody's watching TV like they used to. At
Right,
least.
there it is.
It's not the same numbers.
Old
and
execs
so
trying to get
they're-
their imprint in there. Yeah, right now. Yeah,
and everyone's like, anytime you announce anything, then it's, oh, someone found a tweet from 2012 and now you're canceled and now your entire project and financial investment
done.
is blasted.
Yeah.
So they're like looking for who's not controversial.
That's why I've got to
that's
get a
how
hold of my
Usher-
MySpace. I cannot access my MySpace and
No.
it's killing me.
I can still log in to
You
mine.
are so lucky. There's so much angsty poetry I need to erase.
So I feel like that's how Reba, isn't she with Usher at the Super Bowl
I
halftime
think
show?
so, right?
Like, what a
What is
weird
that?
matchup.
Yeah.
Did they ever do a song together?
I don't know.
Are they just going to go back and forth?
Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. Is she
A mashup?
Is she the anthem? Maybe she's the anthem. I did see that.
No, someone else is the anthem.
Oh, geez. Fact checking.
I'll see.
All right, so Mark Cuban.
Oh, yeah.
Is he singing the
Marcus
anthem?
Shark Tank
No,
guy.
Shark Tank guy. He tried to tweet
He was
something
outed.
out yesterday, and he may have gotten himself in trouble.
Oh, no.
So he was trying to tweet out.
yeah.
Cuban
Reba.
said he had never
National
hired
anthem?
anyone based
Okay.
exclusively on race, gender, or religion, but qualifying that
Post
race and
Malone,
gender
too, though.
can sometimes be factored in if it meant putting his business in the best position to succeed. Now, how would you propose finding organizations that give preference to white people? What do you? I mean, anyway. So he basically said, "I use certain preferences to choose."
Well, he's
who
been
I wanna-
denying it.
And I don't look. I don't know Cuban, and I'm not a Cuban fan, but I think he was trying to say the right thing.
Not a fan of many people.
But
Go ahead.
I'm a
I
fan
am a
of
fan of
Davey.
Cuba Libres.
I'm 100% a fan of Davey.
I'm so honored. Thank you.
I like Davey. Amanda's okay. Clay's awesome.
Amanda's not
Blake's
okay.
amazing.
Amanda's never okay.
Troy and Peter awesome. But no,
Wait, Troy gets before me?
Whoa,
Rude.
that's a low blow.
That's
yeah.
rude. What did I do to you,
I'm
pal?
glad you're awake over there.
Uncommon ground. Yeah.
Okay. So, I don't think he
hurts.
meant it. I don't think he meant it that way. But he literally opened himself up for an incredible amount of criticism. And it's one of those. I know you're one of the richest guys, but sometimes it's best not to tweet things. Just stay off. Just don't do that.
Well, I mean,
Isn't Isn't the too long don't read of this that he's been in a Twitter spat about how there's not racial preferences in hiring?
Yes.
And then he admitted that he uses racial preferences. Like that's the whole crux of the problem.
Yes.
Right.
Like
hypocritical.
You know, you should have stopped tweeting a while ago, Mark.
Just stop while you're behind.
Right.
Quit digging with the backhoe.
It's the same advice I was giving Trump before he got kicked off Twitter. Stop tweeting. Just everybody stop tweeting.
One fell hole.
Yes.
Speaking of, did you hear about the big feud between Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion? Oh, Mike, this is a big spicy one out there in the blogs nowadays.
I have no idea.
Nicki Minaj came out with Bigfoot, and then Megan Thee Stallion came out with Hiss. They're both diss tracks on each other, and the blogs are blowing up right now. Who won the diss track?
I
honestly, I just know that Megan Thee Stallion song got knocked off of #1 by Ben Shapiro.
Well, now it's
That's what I know.
All right. I can tell you, I don't know who Megan Thee Stallion and the other girl are.
Really?
But I'd rather listen to their song than Ben Shapiro's.
No, wait a minute on that one. Yeah, I might have to send that to you later. However...
No, I understand politically, I probably would agree with the message in Ben Shapiro's.
Yeah?
But I don't think he's a baritone I want to listen to.
No, it's a rap.
Yeah, it's a rap.
It's a rap, which
Very strange.
basically means he sped up how he talks by just a knob.
Yeah.
Just a touch.
Yeah.
And that's a wrap for him.
So do you know who knocked him off the charts? This is an interesting story. So Justin Timberlake came out with a song called Selfish this week.
Who was he dissing?
Hold on. But the Britney fans of the world,
I'm
can you hear about
surprised about
this?
that.
They rallied, and Britney 13 years ago had a song called Selfish. Well, Selfish now has overtaken Justin Timberlake on the charts and that Ben Shapiro. So she's actually...
And that Ben Shapiro.
She's really done some incredible, and not having to do anything except eating bonbons in her house. Because,
well, so this is the GameStop of the music industry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Remember the GameStop stock run? So
great documentary on Netflix, by the way.
A hedge fund decided they were going to make some money by killing GameStop.
Yeah.
And a bunch of gamers were like, not on my watch. And so they rallied and GameStop skyrocketed on the market.
Yes.
And so this is, when I heard that Justin Timberlake was dropping a song, I was like, wow, awkward timing.
Timing.
You
right
should
after
have
the book.
waited.
Just a
I
little
get
bit
that you've got
longer.
a tour in the hopper. You should have waited. It's too close to Britney's book and everyone being super
Still
mad.
not in love with him,
and so it cracks me up that her fans are like, oh, you know that song from 20 years ago? It's #1 now.
Let's rattle the cage.
I have a much more cynical take on all of this. I think when two artists have a spat, their publicists call and go, hey, one sending a song out is good for a little bit of ratings, but the return song is good for great ratings for both of us. So while they dislike each other, there's a way to make money off of this. And so away they go with the like-dislike songs.
I'm not saying that's not beyond the realm of possibility because they probably got together because their publicists were like, you know, it'd be great.
Right.
If you guys went out.
Maybe they stoked the fire, but the flames got out of control. The shots are fired back and forth from these two ladies. It's pretty gross.
These two ladies?
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah.
Okay.
Or that one. I mean, I don't think Britney really cares about her music career
Justin
anymore.
kind of sounds like a lady in Sexy Back. But I definitely thought that the lady voice was Justin and the man voice, the lower voice, it was...
Yeah,
when I found out that Justin was the high one, I was like, you ain't bringing Sexy Back for me, my friend.
That's the magic of Timbaland, the producer.
So it was like the old song, Don't Leave Me This Way, back from the, in the 80s.
I don't know, I'm not that old.
Now, Davey knows the song.
I do.
It's a great dance tune. And when you hear it the first time, you think there's a guy singing one part and a girl singing. And then when you see the video, you're like, oh, I did not see that the other way.
Yeah, when my husband was singing...
It was an 80s song. It's a pretty good video.
When he was singing...
The Commie Large. Thank you very much.
There it is. Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, why are you singing the girl part? And he's like, that's Justin. That's JT. And I was like, no.
Yeah, the whole way.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy, I remember seeing that video and all of us were like, oh, we did not see that. We did not. None of us saw that one
We've been
coming.
singing the wrong part this whole time.
Yes. Melissa, the song or me or Davey? Which one of us is so bad?
It better be me, Melissa, because you know.
That's
funny.
too funny. All right. We have about 11 minutes. You guys want to do movies or you want to do love advice?
Oh, let's do movies.
Yeah, let's do movies.
All right. So I sent you a link because my computer died.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So I emailed you the link. There's 50 top movies when you pull this link up.
Which did you email? Because we have an email we ask people to send stuff to the show.
No, I never sent it to that
and
one.
you
I always send it to your private
to the
email.
wrong one.
Yes, the one that
And then
Louis
that's
gets
the one
as well, just so I'm safe.
I'm not
It's the
loaded
family
on that
email.
one. So now it's going to take a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not going to take a minute.
What's
We're going
the
to be
first
fine.
movie on this list?
The first movie was Grapes of Wrath.
Oh, yeah.
So it's Grapes of
1940?
Wrath, a top 50 movie.
Was that from the 40s?
I read the book. I didn't watch the movie.
You read the book.
Yeah.
Jeez,
I think if you read the
A+.
book, you get a pass on having to watch it again in the movies. Because that was one of those books you're like, please don't make me read any more of this for a 7th grade book report.
Yeah.
Can I just take the D in this semester and move on?
And then I watched the book. I watched the movie. I didn't read
Yeah.
the book. But
Yeah.
then the teacher always knew like the difference between the book and the movie, and then they would ask the questions about the book, and I would fail. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would just yell, but wasn't Henry Fonda
It wasn't
great?
me, and then I was like, "Can I please see your paper?" I never understood why people would. That was the people I could never sit around in class when they would go. Were you one of these that you would cover? I'm like, are you kidding me? I want to see what number you're on, so we're on the same page.
No. Listen, I have a great story at St. Joe.
Okay.
There was a physics class. It was our senior year, and it was the second semester, second half of the year. So there's about 30 kids in the class that got divided.
checked out.
They
They're-
got divided into 5 groups.
Yeah.
And one kid would study and help the other 4 in his group. And my conscience got to me after a couple times, so I studied for the 3rd test in the sequence, right? And Brother Pat figured out what we were doing. Brother Pat knew who the groups were.
Oh,
he knew who
Brother
the kids
Pat, let
were.
it go.
Oh, no.
Why you got to be a part of this?
Brother Pat had
Seriously.
the best comb over ever.
Did he really?
It started here, Davey, and it went around and around and around and around.
When
and
he looked
set
down,
nice-
it was a target.
comb
and when he looked at his desk, sometimes the whole thing would fall down. You're like, that's going to take a few minutes to put back together.
Speaking of Grapes of Wrath,
So we're sitting in there, and of course I've studied. I know the answers, right? So one of my buddies is like, "Hey, what's the answer to number 7?"
Yeah, give him the answer.
And the guy kind of gives him the answer, right? And he's like, "It's 32 feet per second." Feet per second? Let me see your test. And so he holds up his test, right, Jake? He's like,
totally different.
He's like, holy shit, these
I
are
know,
different
totally
tests.
different.
And the entire class looks up. Brother Pat is grading papers. He never moves, but you can see him smiling from ear to ear. He now realizes he has nailed everybody in the class that is cheating. He has 5 different tests that are passed out amongst each group.
This is the reason why I dropped
He
out of
crushed
psychology
us.
at
it was
University
so
of
good.
Spoiled Children. My psychology professor had every single person have a different test. And I
it
was
was
like,
so good.
not doing this major, I'm leaving.
Brother Pat nailed it. I mean, he nailed it. It was just the most hilarious
Brother
thing.
Pat,
He
yeah.
didn't get it. He didn't give anybody a bad grade. He just took the bad grades, right? He just knew that he's like, I'm going to put an
Wow.
end to this. And you have to think it took him hours to write 5 different tests for 30 people. Right? And then make
Gracious.
sure they were in the right order to give out. So it's
a lot of work.
all the group. He worked hard to get that win. Did you find that?
So Ratatouille is number 2. Or
Number
the second,
49.
The second one. 49.
Never seen it.
Yes.
Oh,
Ratatouille
it's
is
so
fantastic.
good. You haven't seen it. What
No.
happened? Yeah, it's a good one.
It was a.
It was 2007. His kids were too
My
big for
kids
it.
were too old to take them to the movies.
And does
It's still a solid
Is he the
movie.
one that's going to walk into a cartoon movie? It's not him.
But I mean, he's got grandkids
It's
now,
great.
so maybe.
I love cartoon movies. I missed
So
that one.
Ratatouille is great. It's a great story.
Great story.
I
Okay.
enjoy it.
Is there a rat involved in this?
Yes.
but a very cute one.
And the dish Ratatouille.
Okay.
So you said
He's not in the dish, is he?
Ish.
I mean,
For a second.
The rat doesn't get chopped up in the Ratatouille.
watch
dish.
the
no,
movie.
no chopping,
It's
no
a
chopping.
Disney movie. He doesn't chop up the rat. Only mothers die in Disney
Main
movies.
characters die all the time in Disney movies, and yes, they're mostly mothers and
Mothers.
fathers.
All right, 48 is 12 Years a Slave.
Ask the Lion King. I've not seen that one.
I haven't seen it either. I had a
neither.
baby, and it was a lot.
Wait, this, what are you talking about?
12 Years a Slave
I didn't see this.
is number 48.
47.
I'm working on it. My computer's slow. Goodfellas.
Oh, classic.
I don't do mob movies, so
Scorsese.
I don't like mob movies.
Oh my
I must have been killed by the mob.
Then
in a
you
past
can't
life.
watch Griselda. That is amazing on Netflix right now. You guys, please run, don't walk on this. Griselda Blanco, the document with Sofia Vergara. She's getting an Emmy for this. She was incredible in this
right.
docuseries.
I'll take your word
You
for
won't
it.
like it at all. Too much
All
for
I
you.
know about this is that Kelly Clarkson was telling her how subtle the makeup
you
was,
see that?
and
She said,
Sofia
"Shut up."
Vergara is so mad.
So mad at
and she
her.
finally tells her to shut up.
I
and she
shut
starts
up,
talking
Kelly.
about-
Did Kelly Clarkson direct this one?
No. She was
Okay.
interviewing Sofia Vergara. Yeah.
All right.
46 is Hoop Dreams.
Great movie. What's his name? No, he's got talent. I can't remember his name.
I'm out of this one too. I
Dennis
haven't seen this
Hopper.
one either.
Hoop
Hopper?
Dreams. Okay, move on.
My computer's being slow and glitchy, so it's
No,
taking
that's a Spike
second
Lee
to
movie.
scroll.
Moving on. My bad.
Yeah.
I did not see that one. My
Not that one.
apologies.
Spike.
I didn't see.
I'm not a Spike Lee fan.
I'm not either.
So I guess you're not a New York Knicks fan either.
No, I'm not in New York next time.
Okay.
No.
So you would be very annoyed to see Spike Lee constantly at Knicks
Well,
games.
he's just so grouchy. It's like,
Yeah.
have a happier day, sir.
When he stormed out of the Oscars that time?
Yeah.
Okay, 45, The Rules of the Game from 1939. I have not seen this movie.
No, I wasn't alive then.
Yeah.
Bobby? No, just kidding. Just kidding, Bobby.
He was in the Philippines. That's when he had the beer.
That's why he drank.
The one beer he had, yes.
The Lady Vanishes, 1938 is 44.
Did she come back?
Apparently not.
Was there a sequel? The Lady Returns.
Cliffhanger. All right. 43 is Ahazard Balthazar. A human story with a donkey as its protagonist.
What year?
1966.
Wait.
Clearly
Are you
the
sure
drugs
that's
have
not
started.
Shrek? Are you
No.
sure that's not because the donkey was great
You
in
know,
Shrek?
she was lovely. It's rude to call her an ogre.
Oh, Fiona?
Number 42. No, the chick in this movie.
Yeah.
Number 42, Apocalypse Now.
I did
1979.
not like Apocalypse
I
Now.
didn't like it either.
I saw that and
What
I
is
thought
this list?
this was a
This
waste.
is Screen Rant's best
I
movie
thought it
of
was
all
a
time.
total waste of film. I just did not like it. I didn't like the end of it. I had to read the book later on in college. I skipped over most of that. I just like scanned it. I was like, this is horrible.
I've read a lot of stories on the making of it, and it sounded.
I could do without it. Marlon Brando was a bit nuts at that point in time too, I think.
Yeah. He kind of lost it,
It
right?
definitely went off the rails.
What's
Yeah.
next?
I'm trying.
Oh, I got you here.
Do you have the 1990s internet over there?
Yeah,
So-
it's like the hamster has to go on the way. Dark Knight, 2008.
That's the next one.
Batman and the Joker face off in Christopher Nolan's crime epic movie.
I've got to tell
I
you,
enjoyed that.
when I
was
saw
like-
it the first time, I did not like it.
Mm.
And then the second time I watched it, I was like, this is brilliant. This is really good. I get it now.
That's a Christopher Nolan film, yeah.
And
That tracks.
the first time. And then we went on a cruise about a year after it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And if you watch the channels on the cruise, the only movie they were showing was The Dark Knight
Uh-huh.
in 17 different languages.
Yeah.
Really?
I was
do.
trying to learn Portuguese while watching The Dark Knight. I almost got it. I was there. I was close.
Yeah.
But The Dark Knight I thought that was, so far of all the movies we've mentioned, that's the best
I got to tell him the real quick Jen Sherman story.
Yeah, go for it.
So, I train on Peloton all the time.
Yes.
And so one of my trainers is Jen Sherman, and she is in this epic ride, and she's ranting about a Christopher Nolan film called Tenet. And she's like, oh, it's 90 minutes. I'll never get back in my life. And she's just she's really laying into it. Long story short, next day, he's getting an award, and he was in the class at the time that she was ranting. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? He was like, well, I love the film, but apparently Jen Sherman from Peloton does not love it.
I would have said,
She felt so horrible. She blogged all about it. Yeah.
I just would have said, Jen, thank God your class wasn't a waste of 90 minutes of my time. I'll be
Right.
back next week.
Right.
Thank you for the humility lesson. I'll be back next week.
Yeah.
What do you got
39,
next?
I got Toy Story.
I mean,
I loved it.
Toy Story's a good movie.
is
a
it
good movie.
39 out of the best 50 of all time? There's a really interesting story about how that movie got made. That's it's a whole thing.
Send
Yeah.
it to me.
Okay.
38, I got a Separation from 2011. I did not see this.
Did they get back together in the sequel? Reunion.
They're never,
Reunion, the sequel.
Reunion.
getting back together.
37 is Ran.
Ran?
From
I never saw that.
1985. I did not see that.
I think that's an Asian movie.
That's Shakespeare.
Shakespeare-inspired samurai epic. Yes,
Yeah.
good
And
job.
when I say that, I don't mean I knew it was a samurai movie.
Right.
Yep.
Well, you could have been worse. You could have said Oriental, and that's just a rug. That's just not the.
It's not a rug.
Not a rug.
What's the next
36
one?
is The Third Man.
Oh.
I'm not into movies about, kind of
About men.
Menage a trois. I'm just not.
Is that what it's about?
No, it's not. I'm just.
Davey's like writing it down.
Davey's like, I'm adding that to my list.
So, what is the touch of evil about?
Look at the year. It's 1949.
Wow. Grooming did not happen
The
then.
next one is Touch of Evil. Is that about something else we shouldn't be looking about?
No, Orson Welles was in it,
Master filmmaker, crime. Yeah.
right? Wasn't that Orson Welles?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 34.
Pinocchio.
Oh, what do
It's
you
a
think?
I couldn't
classic.
stand the lying.
You
The
didn't-
lying just got to me.
Pinocchio?
No, I'm just. That was an interesting kind of movie. There was a lot of
Geppetto. Yeah.
scary characters in that for a little kid.
There's Moonlight.
Oh,
there's
here's one that I think Troy
Intolerance.
was in this one. Intolerance.
I just-
1916.
I got to tell you, I couldn't tolerate it.
Yeah. Intolerable.
Is there anything
Moonlight's
modern on
next.
this list? I mean, everything is like
Moonlight's
keep
next.
rolling.
30. Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
Now, if
I mean,
if you want to spend
I
7
feel like-
hours watching a movie, that's the movie to watch.
Rhett Butler.
I feel like that should beat Toy Story though on the list.
It
I guess
did.
it does.
It's
I
number
guess it does.
30,
We're
yeah.
going backwards.
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
good.
I mean, you have to think Gone with the Wind when you watch the movie. You have to understand in the book,
Ashley.
they dropped like 6 other husbands that she had.
Yeah.
She was like married. Every chapter was like a new marriage.
It's very
for her.
biblical.
She
Yeah.
looked great.
Godfather Part 2.
He didn't see it.
Nah, this is crime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lord
I've
of the
seen it.
Rings.
Yes.
28. Yes.
I
All the
love
way
the
on
The
this
Fellowship
one.
of the Ring was great. If they have Return of the King in this list,
It's Fellowship.
Fellowship,
Is definitely
it's
on.
Fellowship is great.
27 is Notorious, another Hitchcock.
Okay.
Fanny and Alexander is
Didn't see
26.
this.
Didn't
Nah,
see
I
it.
don't know
Birdman's,
that. That's
yeah.
got to be
All
a.
right. Three Colors Red. It's an art house trilogy. I got
No,
nothing.
no, didn't see blue or green either.
Boy House.
Boyhood.
Boyhood.
I think I saw this and it was good, but I'm nothing. I wouldn't put it in the top 50.
Yeah. All right.
Treasure Madre. who
Sierra
cares?
Madre. That's a Humphrey Bogart movie.
Oh, Pan's Labyrinth. This was beautiful.
It was so
That was
creepy.
Guillermo
It
del
creeped
Toro.
me out
But that's
so
him, though.
hard.
He's a master of horror.
Clay can't get to the rest of the list. What's the top 10 movies?
Top 10. Hold on.
Because we're at 601.
What is this top movie?
we
Oh,
got
yeah.
this.
We have Clay on the line. We
Yeah,
got to
we got to keep moving. Clay's got stuff to do, he said.
Definitely.
Hey, Clay.
Shawshank Redemption.
Redemption.
Great movie.
Amazing.
Phenomenal movie.
Pulp Fiction's number 11.
That's one of my favorites.
It's number 11.
Did you see Pulp
All right.
Fiction? Can you see that? Is that too much
Did
for
I
you?
see Pulp
Yeah.
You're gonna be
Fiction? Did I see it?
All right.
Number 10 is Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
Just chunk that. Worst Lord of the Rings movie ever.
Schindler's List is number 9.
Okay.
Sad.
Citizen Kane is number 8.
Yeah, okay.
I watched it. I mean,
Orson
I
Welles.
don't know that it needs to be in
I wouldn't put it
top
up there.
10. Vertigo is number 7. That's an
Another
interesting
Hitchcock.
I got
movie.
queasy when I watched that.
Of course you did. True to theme.
More
Seven Samurai.
Great
is number
movie.
6.
Watched it in college.
Is that the one with the like all of the arrows flying at the one dude?
No.
Okay.
Seven Samurai is where Hollywood stole the Magnificent Seven from.
Okay.
So if you watch the Magnificent Seven with Yul Brynner and Steve McQueen, it is literally a ripoff of the Seven Samurai.
Okay.
Seven Samurai is a great movie. Really good.
Number 5 is Charlie Chaplin in City Lights.
Troy loves Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear it. I missed the dialogue. I just
Is
couldn't
this
hear
entire
it.
segment for your dad jokes?
Definitely.
Number
definitely.
4, Rear Window.
Rear
Another
Window.
Hitchcock.
If it's foggy, don't look in.
Hitchcock's all over this list.
Oh,
Casablanca is number 3.
all right.
That's a solid, great movie.
Is it
Yeah.
really?
It's coming to
It's
the movie
fantastic.
theater in about 2 weeks.
Humphrey
Yeah.
Bogart?
It's coming for Valentine's Day, I'm pretty sure,
It's
around that time.
fantastic.
Yes. Yep.
Very nice.
12 Angry Men is number 2.
I feel like it's my life.
I thought that was the story of Troy.
Or Pete Malfi.
Number 1 is Godfather.
Yes!
Godfather's number 1.
Where is Star Wars?
Oh, please.
You made us
Where
skip
is
that. I
Star
don't know.
Wars?
I'm sure it's not on the
79.
list.
Where's the first Matrix?
Number 16. Oh, first Matrix. So
I
good.
mean, the
Matrix
first
was
Matrix
awesome.
should be on
That
there.
is a good
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, this.
Where's Gladiator?
We might need to redo another list. I don't know about Screen Rant right now.
I think we,
we're gonna have to do another movie list.
Be questioning this list
Yes.
here.
so maybe we should come up with our 50.
Yeah, that'd be a fun homework
Yeah,
assignment.
right?
Let's
That
do
would
it.
be good.
Psycho is
Let's
number
do a
3.
Google Docs, everybody.
No.
Psycho is number 13.
Rick.
In some people's lives, it's been more often than that. Why shouldn't it be 13? Think about it.
That's why I said it, because
Yes,
it's number
Taylor
13.
Swift's lucky number.
It's mine too. It was mine first. I'm older. Doctor Strangelove, number 16.
Clay wants to know where Scarface is.
I'm looking. Parasite. Don't reload, stupid app.
Yeah, I don't see
All
it.
right.
All right.
It
All
is
right.
a few minutes past. We've
We're
given
done.
you extra bonus time today.
That's nice.
We're going to ask you guys next Tuesday to give us your votes for the top 50 movies. And then we're
Email
gonna put them
Mike
in.
Davis Show at gmail.com. Mike Davis. And give us your best movies. And I'll compile a list of our viewers' best movies.
Send me an email
I have.
of what the email is.
I sent you the email with the password. You've had it for months.
I have a password?
You can't even get into the stinking email. Son of a-
Password backwards.
Is it the name of one of Pete's dogs? Just
Killing me
tell me.
Isn't that dog?
It's puppy.
It's dog.
All right, you guys have a great night. Thanks
can't.
for watching.
I
We'll
quit.
be back tomorrow with another guest. Davey will be back next week. Oh, Davey, you're back in the morning.
Yay!
We're a tie tomorrow, so you don't have to throw it out.
There you go.
All right,
I
we'll
won't
see-
be here. I quit.
Oh,